Hi, how are you? I would like to make a lesson about interpretation concerning this adagio in this sonata in B flat major by Giuseppe Sammartini. I think it's Giuseppe. There is something interesting to tell. I apologize that we have to read in the manuscript, but I didn't find a new edition, so on internet. So, and then I think it could be interesting for recorder player sometime, not ever, to read in the original score. The first thing that we have to do to tell is attention. There is not like in modern score, there is not vertical coincidence between flute and bass. For example, in the bar 2, it seems that the E flat, the note number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the recorder, is together with the D and B flat of the bass. No, this E flat dotted quaver is together, dotted eighths, it's together with C. And the higher C of the recorder, it's in coincidence not with the C of the bass, but with the A of the bass first. So if you read this score, like a piece for harpsichord or organ, you have to be careful on this. And then, and this concerns also the modern edition, it is an ancient way for writing rhythm. For example, the first rest is a rest of 16th, and after this we have a B flat that is a 16th. But in the interpretation, in the correct interpretation, in my opinion, and not only mine, the first rest is a dotted rest, and the second note, the B flat, is a 32nd. Ta, ta ta, ta ta, ta ta, ta ta. Why? I think that there was not used to make 16 rest dotted. But we can have a confirmation of this hypothesis. For example, in the second line, first bar, second C. Tudi, 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 tudi. Or third line, first bar, after the higher C, C, to-dong, to-dong. So, when the composer can write a dotted 16 note, it makes dotted, and then after we have a 32nd. When it is a rest, it doesn't write a dotted rest, or two rests, one for 16th and one for 32nd, but just one 16 rest, and after a 16 note. Of course, this is not mathematically sure. It is a possibility. It could be, but it's not, the probability is very low, that the rhythm is pom 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 pom. This makes sense, but is not, the probability is very low. Then there is other problem. When the composer write only 16, like second line, first bar, my dogs. What have we to do? We will play 16ths or dotted 16. I think that in this case, because the shape of the melody is different, we can play normal 16. We will listen what I did yesterday, and we will speak about. Computers. Ah. Okay, first things. Between these dotted 16, there is one that is more long. It is the higher C. C, pa-pam, pa-pa, just for melodical reason. And then there is an appoggiatura, third bar, upon D. I did E flat D, but D is 8, so I cannot do T. I did T. If the composer had written, Basta Nico, oh, my young dog is completely crazy, had written a quarter, D quarter, I could do T, T, ding, T, T, but he wrote an 8, that is very strange. So we will listen again. Note that there is some monotony in this budum 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 budum. So for contrasting this mechanical structure, I tried to make some vibrato and like warm note in the long one. Just an idea. And this, I take my time for checking if it could be a mistake, because I never see in Baroque music a jump like this of ninth, una nona. This is very, very, very unusual. And not so good. Not so, it's not something, wonderful. No, it's unusual. Of course, we have to respect when a composer makes something unusual. I thought that the note could be a G instead of C. But it's more normal, and then it's not probably that someone write a C instead of a G. You can write an A, an F, probably a B, but not a C instead of a G. So I respected the text, but I'm not sure that is something that Bach or Handel had written. Okay, as you listen, I played 16 da, di, da, di, da, with a light inegal, not ta 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 ta, but ta 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 da ta da ta. Oh my God, why that doesn't run? Sometimes this. Okay, this is interesting. When you come back at the end of the first part, normally you do something, but it's when there is two instruments, it's not good if both make something for going from the last note to the first. So in this case, because I recorded before the harpsichord and the harpsichord did something, F, F, G, A, B, I did nothing with recorder, but if the bass had made nothing, I could, or with E flat, better with E flat. I could do a scale. Bam, ba-da, 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 bam. Okay, and now some ornamentation. When you have a short note that make jump, okay, you can make a mordente. And after, when you have a long note that's arrived after a jump, you can make a mordente in the higher note, but normally slower. It's not a rule that has been slower. You can make also fast. Is not. But I decided to make a fast mordente upon the first B and slow mordente upon E flat, I hope. Okay, here we are going from E flat to C. That is something harmonical. What is the harmony? What is the chord? C, E flat, G, C, or C, E flat, A flat, C. Or normally when you have a sixth, the chord is a third lower on the lower note, so it is E flat, the chord is a chord of C, C minor. It is very elegant when you have a sixth to make the entire chord. We will listen. Here, B, A, and after, for going down from G to C, you can make G and then going to go up. So you come back where you are. B, A, G, A, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. It's interesting to make ornamentation with the note that are written. B, A, G is written after A, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Of course with a different rhythm, because instead of 4 notes you make, I think, 8 notes. Okay, this is something that's arrived from the English virginalist, Elizabethan music. Okay, why ornaments? Is the first time that I play the second part ornamented, because I will play the second part just one time. Why? Because this second part contains a repetition of the first. So there is something that is a conclusion. I don't think that we need to make 2 times the second part. So the second part is in itself like a reprise. And so I put some ornamentation without playing the text empty, because after I will play again the text. In this case, the chord is more interesting. You have to check the bass. G, F, E natural, C. What is this? C, E natural, G, C major. And what make the flute? B flat. And what has to do with B flat in C major is the C major with the 7th. C, E natural, G, and B flat. Pom, 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 pom. So this is the chord, this is the dominant of F major in this case. And so I played I think that I did something like this. We will listen. Exactly, I did. So I repeated 2 times the B. C, E, G, B, B, da, 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 da. And after the appoggiatura, upon A. Ah, this is interesting. Rhythm or no rhythm? It's written ta 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 ta. It could be this is just a speedway for writing as after. But it could be that the composer thinks are just simple 16. I chose this second solution, simple 16, but I did these 16s with a special melodical and like singing effect. Making not an accent, but make it long the first note. Of course, it's not obligatory, it's just an idea arrived in this moment. It was the first time that I played this music, so it's something that's arrived probably from my memory, from past music. And after, note that this is the same of, but first bar, second line is written in 16. But if you play with this rhythmical structure, the first bar of second line, you don't make something wrong, make something that is possible. And here we are in A minor as the beginning of the third line. Here. It's interesting, these 3 notes are without rhythm. And after. So probably we can make without pam pa bam, with dotted 16. But I had the idea to make a gruppetto but I finished the air, so I had to break between A and B. It was better not to do this, but I was without air, so this is something that could happen playing. And of course, when you do something before, you have to make the same after. Also, if something before was a mistake, and after, and that makes sense. When you repeat something, this something, it's good. And now the piece starts. This. I had the intention to make something for going to F to F, but this is a problem, because if you make this something between an F, that is the end of a part, and an F, that is the beginning of the new section, if this F is F major, you can start from a C, you can start from an A, but here the first F was F major, F, E, C, but the second F was B flat major, B flat, D, F. So this F is the dominant of B flat. It doesn't run when you start with A, when you start with C, but I was improvising something, so I did something that in Italian we say is né carne né pesce, ni flash, ni flash, ni fish. But it's not really a mistake. So I started from A, but it was not good. So I did with E flat, I think. B, D, A, B, C, D. We don't know if it make 2 times A. We probably yes, because FA, FC is symmetric with E flat, G, E flat, A. But it's strange, it's unusual. A, F, A, F, C. Note that second bar of the last line, why it is pathetic? Because there is the E flat, the A flat, and A flat it's something that make a diminished fifth between D and A. This is the 7th in the chord B flat, D, F, A flat. And then after the same rhythm but with a different intention, I did a separation between G and A, because now we have not more A flat but A natural. We listen again to end. Oh no, it was before. Okay, F, E, F, A. In the symmetrical position, this mordente. 3 times, upon F, upon B flat, E flat, upon F. And for finish, of course we can finish with B flat, but I did B, A, B. Something that Bach self used in a lot of pieces, this long appoggiatura that make dissonance. Okay, I hope that's been useful. Bye bye.